Hello everyone, we are from Group A and my name is Azhar.
My name is Bagus.
My name is Fauzi.
My name is Harry.
My name is Michael.
My name is Taki.
My name is Oscar.
And my name is Goodwill.
Guys, now I'm going to start off with the case overview. So it starts with a woman called Melissa Richardson. She was working in the office in Chicago, and she was also one of the top saleswomen in the Chicago area. And then she got the chance of moving into a Colortech office in Phoenix, and she was offered the position of a sales manager there. So she is very excited to move there and wonder how can she improve the sales in Colortech in Phoenix. She was leading a sales team, and she was wondering how can she work together with this team and improve their sales in Colortech and Phoenix. But then the things that she has learned and want to implement in the team, and wanted to show the team how can she work and improve their sales. She knew that everything just went wrong and just had some problems with each individuals in the team, and here are the problems.
Okay, so I'm going to explain the problems that Melissa had when she moved from Chicago office to Phoenix. So first of all, we believe that Melissa thought that she could implement all the ideas she had come up with prior to meeting her new colleagues, but only to end up having personal matter with each of the colleagues that she met in Phoenix. And these are the factors that we believe have become the problem. For example, the lack of unity and cohesion. So she lacks the fundamental understanding of the office environment in Phoenix. So she thought that it would be completely the same like the one that she used to lead back in Chicago. However, it's completely different in Phoenix. And for the team focus, Melissa lacks focus on creating an effective teamwork prior to achieving good productivity at work, because like I've mentioned, she only focuses more on like what she can do before trying to bond with the new colleagues that she was going to meet in Phoenix. And she was more focusing more on what she can do even before she had met the new colleagues. And by that, we realized that she had no self-analysis of herself, and that ended up the whole group that she was going to lead in Phoenix becoming disorganized.
So, we're gonna talk about who's at fault for poor performance. So, at the first part, of course, Richardson is at fault. Reasons are unable to manage the new workplace environment because she doesn't have the knowledge, training, or experience about the new place. In the case study, it was already mentioned that she only hears about experience from other successful managers, and she can only apply it if it has the same problem. And then second, she is not a very strict person as a manager. The reason is because she is very nice around people. She haven't even resolved her problem about Sarah Vega and her absence throughout the year, and she doesn't even try to pursue Alex Hoffman to sell new stuff to customers and at least try to sell a new product, and she didn't even try to do that at all.
Okay, from now I'm going to explain other reasons that affect Melissa's fault. And the first thing is going to be the employees are not working together. Like as we can see, some of the employees are working hard on their own business. For example, Alex has his own online business, and other people do so. And secondly, the employee don't follow the new manager. As we know, like all the employees are not really satisfied with their new manager, who is Melissa. Except for Nick, who wants to get promotion from the new manager. So Nick shows a lot of enthusiasm to promote the company. And sadly, the new company did not give her proper support, and she didn't even actively ask for the advice either. The new company, when during the training, the new company give a reminder or a support, which is like whenever you are in doubt, please give a shout. However, but Melissa didn't even ask for help from someone who has experience. And secondly, while Campbell were asking her about like, is there any problem in your team, and she answered by no. Maybe because of her pride, maybe because of her dignity, but obviously she didn't even ask for help. And lastly, one of the employees were trying to sue her because she thought she didn't treat all the employees like fairly. And that might be a really special case, but it's still gonna be a problem in the team. And as a manager, she needs to try to solve it.
So, what should Richardson do right now to solve all these matters? So, first of all, she should talk to each member personally, like by getting to know them more intimately is the first step to solving all these matters. And to do that is to talk to them one by one and list each member's problems. So, for example, Hoffman's, he's to confide in his comfort zone. Vega, he's not punctual, she's not disciplined. Then Ruiz, she thinks of himself too much rather than the company. Then for Peterson, she's always negative thinking. And lastly, Torres, he has great ideas but he cannot apply them. And discuss on how to address the problem together. For Hoffman, maybe you can persuade him like selling new stuffs are a great way to improve the company's profit. Then also Vega, maybe you should warn her like on becoming more disciplined, more punctual. Then Peterson, like Richardson should explain like how to the situation that she's been going through right now. Like then Ruiz, maybe Richardson should like explain the company needs him and not only promotion that he's after. And lastly, Torres, maybe the ideas should be explained to the upper manager so that it can be applied in real situation. And also lastly, they should bond together by doing informal activities such as outbound, bowlings, or eating out in restaurants, because that will form a good team.
Next, she should set a good example for her by loving her new job, such as dealing with paperwork. If the team leader, in this case Richardson, does not show the interest in her job, her team member will feel the same way too. Moreover, Richardson should participate in trainings or seminars. Richardson just being promoted to be a sales manager who should manage 5 people in her team. Also, she had not known many about management issues and paperwork. So, it is better to take part in training or seminars in order to understand how to be a good leader for a team. Furthermore, she should lower her hopes or expectations. Earlier, just before she started working as a sales manager, she already had an expectation that she will have a Friday afternoon pizza lunches and ice cream cart celebration, which she will sponsor when they surpass the quarterly sales goals. But in reality, the team members did not even work as what she expected to have their goals surpassed, and it affecting her mind by thinking what is wrong with her and the team members. Therefore, she will lower her expectation of her team. Lastly, we can see that she encountered many problems as a newly promoted sales manager. But if she cannot handle things by herself, she can always ask for help from the vice president of human resources department. Since most of the problems are about human resources management, she, uh, she should ask help from or just consult with the vice president from the human resource department that should know more and have experience in field. Also, she could also not only read books about leadership but also ask the vice president to arrange some training or seminars about the management issues.
What should Karatek do right now with regard to Richardson? We identified the problem. We identified the problem and the potential cause that Richardson is facing, and so what Karatek should do with regard to the problem with Richardson. So the first problems that she's meeting as it is team cohesion, we saw the causes are absence of motivation, maybe organization politics and conflict, and this can be solved by team building sessions and trainings. For example, in these team building and sessions, they can re-emphasize cross-cultural communications. They can re-emphasize with her about different personalities and values so that she can do her work correctly. Another problem about adaptation problem, we identified it as to be caused by limited job training, and the remedy that Karatek can do in regard to Richardson is to streamline the communication method. Are they going to follow an upward or cross-sectional communication? If they teach these things to Richardson, then she can understand how to handle such problems and make her life as a manager better. Thank you.
So continue from Oscar. So in that company, there is real job problem. First of all, is problems with papers and deadlines. Like all of Richardson team not used to with the paperwork or report and anything, and it's the problem. And also team discipline. They are still in team. They're still not in time for a meeting or anything. Time management. Her team is poor at time management. Absenteeism in case of Vega. And also corporate cultural shock. The corporate culture in Phoenix is rather too informal for Richardson. And also potential cause. Lack of training on the paperwork, failure to provide job specification, also lacks corporate culture on time, and lack of motivation. Next, failure to provide rightful job training. Richardson was not introduced to the Phoenix culture when she just arrived in Phoenix. And what Karatek should do right away is on-job training to Richardson and set benchmarkable performance indicator and provide job specification and description. Next, we emphasize time management, flexible work schedules and arrangement, and also streamline a standard corporate structure in all branches, and also train Richardson and all new managers to that culture. Okay, conclusion. To Richardson and any new managers, Karatek should first of all provide job description and specification, because when Richardson just arrived in Phoenix, the boss not there, she left for vacation, and I introduced Richardson to her member properly. And establish and streamline corporate culture. It's a shock culture for Richardson. All the members that she has actually from Spanish. and also give training to make a specific performance indicator. And the important one is give seminar to understanding of how cultural affect communication. Like it's better for color type provide for Richardson like to understand maybe like courses for Spanish plus and also the culture about Spanish to meet what's it to her her team, and more paperwork training of course like they are not used to with the paperwork, and it's a good choice for color tech should do to Richardson. Thank you very much.